If you deal with sales or money of any sort, let's talk about your favorite frustration, primacy bias. Let's say someone hands you a check for $200, but you have to hold on to that check for 90 days. If I came to you and said, hey, I want to exchange that post-dated $200 check for a $100 check that you can cash right now, most people, according to social economists, would not take the $100 check that they could cash immediately. Why is that? Well, most people would view that as a $100 loss, which is interesting because the $200 is money they wouldn't have had in the first place. On the flip side, let's say someone hands you a check for $100 that you could cash right away, but says, you know what, if you wait 90 days, I'll give you a check for $200. Again, most people would say no because it still registers as a $100 loss. This phenomenon is known as a primacy bias. Whichever gain that you experience first is the one you want to stick with. Part of the reason too is that most people are loss averse. Realtors experience this all the time. Say you want to sell your house and you've done some homework and you think your house is worth, say, $200,000. Your realtor comes by and says it is worth $250,000. Now, and you mentioned to them you'd be tickled pink if you could get over $200,000. Lo and behold, it's listed for $250,000 and a cash offer comes in for $225,000. I know this doesn't make any logical sense, but most people would experience that as a $25,000 loss. So what can you do about this? Well, the best thing you can do is try to manage people's expectations. Sometimes people's primacy bias is so strong and their loss aversion is so deep that no amount of reasoning is going to help. However, if you were able to manage their expectations up front and say, you know, I think we can get $200,000 for you, and I think this house will get that, but how would you feel if we could get more? Talk to them about it, have conversation about it, but don't be too quick to throw out numbers to them. Ask them, would you prefer to get, say, a $225,000 cash offer if they could close in 3 weeks? Or a $250,000 offer that you maybe have to wait 90 days because it's contingent upon them selling their house first? How they answer the question will help you gauge on what they value and how loss averse and how deep the primacy bias is. Sometimes it's not going to matter at all. Sometimes it won't matter once real money is actually on the line. But managing their expectations upfront will certainly help manage their primacy bias and loss aversion. I hope you found this helpful. If you do, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.